The standard for what to expect when playing an action role-playing game has been set for quite some time now. And there are a lot of games that really nail that concept, such as Diablo, The Witcher, and the Souls games. So, wouldn't it be amazing if there was a game that incorporated aspects from all these games into one? Well, that's exactly what No Rest for the Wicked is attempting. And so far, even though it is currently in early access and far from perfect, it is doing a damn good job. My name is Corey, and today I'm going to be telling you exactly why No Rest for the Wicked is breaking new ground in video games. For starters, No Rest for the Wicked features an ever-changing world. Now, most games say they feature this, but the way it's implemented into this game is amazing. From the beginning of the game, you're told that there is a fog of war around the map, which makes enemies, items, and chests respawn. Now, this is not all the fog of war does. As you progress through the game, enemies that you fought previously in other areas, including bosses, will start to appear in places where they were not originally. Along with that, the game also begins to give you new items in the chests, making it where you are able to effectively train anywhere in the game. Now, on to Sacrament. Sacrament acts as the main hub in No Rest for the Wicked. When you first arrive in Sacrament, it is, to be frank, a shithole. Now, it is your job as Starum to help restore the town. Doing so requires you to farm resources, which are found throughout the world. Now, restoring the town is not an easy task, as you're required to wait real time instead of game time after turning in the required resources. But with the wait comes reward, because these upgrades are well worth the wait. Because some of them will open up new shops, turn simple merchants into full-blown stores, and repair damaged parts of Sacrament. The bounties and challenges in No Rest for the Wicked help keep even areas you've explored multiple times feeling fresh by having you hunt monsters in specific areas of locations, as well as completely change the rest of the monsters in that area for the time the bounty is accepted. The bounties are also a way to discover new enemies that you haven't seen yet, and sometimes you can even fight them in areas around Sacrament. Now, the bounties and challenges are also separated into daily and weekly categories, which will hopefully include a large list of different types of bounties and challenges to help keep it feeling fresh there. I also can see how they would add like a monthly category to this, as well as like some limited time like holiday challenges to this as well. The way the bounties and challenges are set up by the daily and weekly categories, it really makes me think of an MMO. Honestly, the first game that comes to my mind when I think about how No Rest for the Wicked handles the bounties and challenges is Neverwinter. And for me personally, that was something that kept me going back every single day, was the dailies and the weeklies. And so I think that's a great addition to this game. I just hope that they're able to keep them feeling fresh and keep reutilizing areas in the game while still making it feel like you're exploring an entire new area and keeping on your toes. So, like most action games, No Rest for the Wicked features an assortment of weapons and armor. So that gives you the ability to play any way you want. If you want to be a wizard, a rogue, a giant-ass man with a giant sword, two-handed sword, scythe, a grim reaper, whatever the hell you want to be, you can be in this game. That's not the point of this. Weapons and armor, they can be enchanted in this game, which is also nothing too new. But there are the basic enchantments, like normal, rare, and unique enchantments, those that are in every game. But there's one more enchantment in this game that really piques my interest. It's called Plague Enchantments. So every time you enchant a piece of equipment, it has a chance to either turn into a rare or unique enchantment, or it has what seems to be a higher chance to turn into a plagued enchantment. Now, these plagued enchantments give positive enchantments, but at the cost of a single negative enchantment, and these are irreversible, which really adds an aspect to the game of, oh, I have this equipment that is plagued. Are these positive enchantments worth this one negative enchantment, or do I go through the process of farming for that same piece of equipment again? So all of this paired with its Souls-like difficulty and combat and a top-down point of view that you would see in a game like Diablo really adds up to a banger of a game. And if that continues to progress in this way throughout its early access, No Rest for the Wicked can completely change the standard of what we see as a great action role-playing game. Now, that's all I have for this video, so feel free to comment below and let me know what your thoughts on No Rest for the Wicked are. And if you're interested in starting the game for yourself, check out my beginner's guide. I have some helpful tips in there for getting started, and that will be on screen shortly. See ya.